Good morning. Welcome back to Morning Qigong. I am Lao Shi Paul Nettles. This is the Levi Tai Chi School. We are doing the Baduan Gin, the 8 Silken Changes Qigong, and it is Tuesday, December 29th, I think. All that I know right now is that I am out in the sunshine, and that's a very good thing. It's a little cool. It is extremely damp. We had a massive fog this morning. Very beautiful, but very clammy out here. But, I'm outside. I'm happy. As a brief aside, of course, it's not necessary to be outside. You're not required to be outside to do this form any more than you're required to wear certain kinds of clothing. That's entirely a me thing. I am very much a vitamin D junkie. I need the sunshine, especially now, and so this is very restorative to me. I hope you have opportunity, if you need the same, to be able to enjoy the same. I was thinking this morning, I was kind of scrolling through Facebook, as you do before you get moving, or before I get moving in the morning. I'll kind of scroll through and check up my friends and see how things are doing, and I realized something, and I want to call this to your attention so that you're aware of it. I probably should have done this last week or so and been doing it a couple days in a row to really reinforce it, but that's how things go sometime. But I want you to be aware that it is almost the New Year's, and we're all thankful for that, obviously. But Facebook being what it is, you are going to start seeing, if you haven't already, posts enumerating or celebrating all the things that people have accomplished. Your friends, your acquaintances, friends of friends, however your algorithms are set up. You're going to start seeing all these things about all these wonderful things that people have accomplished. And I really, really want you to hold in mind that those people who have accomplished all these amazing things are not you. You are not beholden to anyone to accomplish things. You are not required to keep up with your friends, your acquaintances, your family, your friends of friends, complete strangers. People have learned how to, they may have spent the pandemic learning how to do Incan basket weaving, and they've reached a master's level of basket weaving skills and are turning out these amazing things. That isn't you. That's them. Notwithstanding, it might not even be real. People will exaggerate. People will flat out lie. But when you see those posts, don't let them bother you. Don't let them become a point against which you have to compare yourself. They are not a point against which you have to compare yourself. If you managed during the pandemic to get up every morning and go to work, whether it's remotely or in person, or if you simply manage to get up and do the housework, if you manage to get up and stay off the couch for an hour or so, you've done well. And this is not a participation certificate kind of thing. This has been an extraordinarily challenging time. This has been a dark and bleak time, and it's going to continue. It's going to continue for a while yet. If you have simply managed to get up out of the bed every day, you've done a lot. I want you to look at that very hard and understand that and accept that. And if you've managed to do more, if you managed to get up and follow the Qigong class every day for a week or a month or 6 months or 8 months or 9 months, wonderful. If all you've managed to do is get up, then wonderful. Some people haven't managed that much. We have lost people perhaps friends, perhaps family, who have given in to the depression, to the fear, to the anxiety, and checked out. We've lost people to the disease. I don't know what the new numbers are. I gave up. I know it's well north of 200,000 people dead and rising. Hospitals are filling again. Forgive the chickens. They're enthusiastic. If you have gotten up, pat yourself on the back and be proud of that. You don't have to have learned a second language during the pandemic. You don't have to have raised 5 kids and managed a successful greeting card business from your home during the pandemic. You don't need to have run a marathon in your front yard during the pandemic. That's for them. Look at what you've accomplished. Focus on what you accomplished during the pandemic. Don't let that throw you. Don't let Facebook throw you. Don't try to hold that up as a scale against which to measure your own life. Your life is yours, not Facebook's, not your friends, not your friends of friends, not your family, not your distant relatives, not complete strangers. Your life is your life. Measure your life against it. Celebrate the little wins. We discuss that a great deal out here. Celebrate the little wins. I celebrate every time I get through the form one time. I mean, that's a win. It's a step forward. Don't let it throw you. Don't let it depress you. Don't let it make you crazy because someone else is doing more, better, different, whatever. We're all on our own path. Follow your path to the best of your ability and don't use others as a ruler. Okay, so pretty heavy stuff, but I feel very strongly about that. So, quick announcements. We will continue through New Year's. I don't stay up till midnight for New Year's Eve and all that stuff. I don't drink. So, we'll be here every morning, 8 a.m. Saturday morning, the museum class at 10:30. The museum, of course, remains closed until the 4th of January. So, again, if the weather is promising, I don't think it's going to be, we've got quite a storm coming through on Thursday. Depending on what Saturday brings, I will try to announce it again as fast as possible, as soon as we know for sure. Whether or not it looks like I'll be able to be at the museum itself in the parking lot Saturday morning. If so, I'll announce it, of course. If not, I'll announce it. It just depends on the weather, depends on the rain, depends on what kind of damage we take from the coming storm. Louisiana for you. So, we'll make that announcement when it gets a little closer. Otherwise, we will be here every morning, 8 a.m. Central Standard. And of course, after that, usually about 9 o'clock, I think it gets to YouTube. The videos are on YouTube. I had a good question from a beginner. I think it was yesterday it came through, or yesterday I saw it, certainly, about beginners classes. If you are beginning, if you're a little lost, remember the last few Sundays we've had class, and those are archived in Facebook, those videos, those Sundays are beginner classes. I think what do I call them? Foundation classes. If you find the videos for Sundays marked foundation classes, those are your beginner classes. Those are your deep dive classes. They will give you all the specifics, or certainly most of them, get you started very good, certainly. And then if you want to join us at the museums have, by history, always been a beginner's class if we have beginners with us. The form itself is very simple, easy to learn, easy to pick up. Usually a class or two will do it for you. You'll have the basics down in a class or two, and you can practice. And I tell people by 4 classes, you've got the whole thing down. You really don't need me anymore to teach. The joy of it is you can go with me. We can walk together on the path each morning. That's what this is for. so we can walk together on the path for a little while. But so the beginners class is definitely on Sundays, and the videos in the both the Facebook archives and in on YouTube under Paul L. Nettles. Or if you search Levy Tai Chi School, or search Qigong, or Baoduan Gin, or 8 Silken Changes, you should certainly find my smiling face there. And just look for the Sunday classes, and they'll be called out separately from the Qigong classes, the daily classes for beginners. And like I say, we can always have Saturday class at the museum. The Saturday class at the museum has always been kind of a modified beginner class as people come and go. So that's your beginner options. And thank you for the question. And thank you for the interest. So I have burned a lot of your morning already. Let's go ahead and begin the form, shall we? I can't even see where I am in the camera. All right. First south. Lifting the heavens. Breathe out. Gazes backward. out. Draw a bow. Breathe out. Stars fall to earth. wag's tail. Marry heavens and earth. Yuan Ti sits on his throne. Breathe in. And lastly, stamp the earth. One more. There we are. Thank you for joining me today on the journey. Thank you for joining me on the path for a few minutes. It is greatly appreciated. You are always welcome. And just to recap this morning's rant, don't judge you by anybody but you. Don't let Facebook make you think you are less than you are. Don't let your friends or acquaintances or influencers or whoever make you think you are anything less than the best you are, the best you can be right now, simply for surviving the pandemic. All right. I will see you tomorrow morning, possibly outside. We don't know. We'll see. Take this energy you've cultivated, put it to good use, put it to self-care, put it to you. Stay safe. Be well.